honestly, I'll be real with you. Like, I don't think Oda wants to reveal Dragon's power, so Dragon does something actually in real time.
They kind of give like a small hint in the anime with like his title.
Well, yeah, the anime with the wind shit and.
It could be like Shindorian, you know.
That's what I've
heard the theory. I don't like the theory.
Okay, look.
Another
Let's keep it simple.
Win
Logia. Keep it
simple. Dude, Win Logia is literally the only thing we need now. Like, we have a wood Logia, for God's sake. Just
wait.
Of course, man.
It would be more likely. It would be more likely that he would be a Win Logia if he was an admiral, but we just know that he was in the Navy.
Even the OGs weren't made admirals until they were in their like 40s.
But I don't think he was an admiral. I know a lot of people are saying that. I don't even think he was a vice admiral too, because at some point you got to think, if a vice admiral, especially, let's say people know he's related to Garp, which they didn't, because we know because of Marineford. If a vice admiral left the Marines and did his own shit, people will be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" So I think
apparently he said he spent some time with the Navy, not like a lot. But being a vice admiral off the rip is kind of like, I can't.
Even if they say, "Oh, you're his kid," vice admiral, nah.
The way that he mentions that sentence is like that sentence, like it sounds like he just reside in the Navy. Like he probably didn't even have like a position. Like he could have just been there because of Garp being there. What if just a family member?
Soul Black Ribbon has a question for you guys, or a statement for you guys. He says that Dragon ate the Amaru dragon fruit. The dragon is also known as a serpent, which was also mentioned in the recent anime episode.
Oh yeah, that's been floating.
I know people are eating that shit up. Yeah. Everyone wants Dragon now. They have the serpent
on Twitter, low-key.
Bro, this shit looks ass.
To give credence to the Admiral Dragon theory, when in the new episode they call him the Serpent, that could just be his moniker that he had in the Marines. Just like how Akinu has the dog, Aokiji has the pheasant, Kizaru has the monkey. Fujitora is the tiger, Green Bull is the bull, and there's that new one, Black Horse guy. That could have just been fucking Dragon's moniker, the Serpent. That's literally it. It's not like he has the actual serpent.
I missed this. An episode they called Dragon the Serpent. Did I miss this or something?
Yeah. So remember when Aokiji or not Aokiji, Akinu was talking about the 8 kingdoms in revolt. There's a scene where he literally says. Yeah, he literally says Dragon. He was like the serpent. It's literally in the garden. You can go there. Someone posted a screenshot of it. So I think it's just his moniker. As someone who had the dragon was a Thunderbird theory, I'm gonna say, guys, let it die. It's okay. He can be the Wind Logia.
Well, I was also thinking, what if like Dragon and Garp were the ones to come up with Sword, and they made a deal where Garp stays to work from the inside, and then Dragon leaves to work on the outside. And because I've always felt Garp's reluctance to not help Ace during Marineford was something slightly more than just like his duty, so it would kind of explain his reluctance to help. I feel like if he's like, I can't blow my cover.
And I remember this too, doesn't wherever Dragon goes, isn't it normally windy? Like Baltino is always windy.
Yeah, that's why he arrives. That's why in the Reverie arc, when Sabo and them mentioned that it was getting windy, or like, what was it? That one bitch guy related to Sabo, he said all of a sudden it got very windy. When he said it got real windy all of a sudden, and everyone was like, "Oh, Dragon's finally coming to the Reverie." Well,
that's a feature of Logias. Logias tend to member around them just passively. Yeah. Ace did that same thing. I think so. Does Blackbeard naturally things are attracted to him because of his gravity. I think that you have the theory
Aokiji and Akinu.
Right, yeah.
But like
that's
people
a
like Kaido,
feature, not a
like Kaido brings like thunderstorms, so I don't think it's like exclusive to
that too.
But Kaido only does that when he's in dragon form, and it's like because he's a dragon, those clouds are attracted to him. But if Monkey D Dragon in base form could just make it windy around him, that's a Logia thing because he is wind.
But you have Kaido in base form, like he just finger twitches a lightning storm in the anime.
Because he's a dragon.
But he has weather control powers, so
yeah.
I will add that regarding Dragon and the Serpent thing, Serpent in like old timey talk is used to like call somebody an enemy. So that could just be, that dirty snake dragon kind of thing. That could be something along those lines.
The insurgent serpent, yeah, probably.
Yeah, it could just be
he probably because his time.
A term for cowardice too, because you're a serpent, you're underhanded.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, he betrayed the Marines. That's why they don't like him.
Yeah.
We don't know what manner that he.
So then,
the Navy.
outside of this, really shitty dragon, because it's a bad dragon, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, it is. It
really
absolutely
bad,
is. Yeah.
What are the odds? I mean, I don't know how, but is there any chance this guy shows up in Naked Island? Is there any chance Dragon pulls up?
Dude, I'm done. I have no faith in Dragon anymore. I'm gonna be real. This man.
For someone who actually knows Dragon, let me have a take right here.
11.
Oh, you know him? Oh,
You know
shit.
Oh, I do.
Wow.
No.
God damn, we have Monkey D, whatever your name is. Let's set this guy up.
Void is a dragon star. I could vouch.
Oda has actually set it up, Ziz. If you go back and read the beginning of Egghead, who was Vegapunk talking to? Who did Vegapunk call? Who got the first dragon flashback in the beginning of Egghead? Dragon did.
That's great. And he's sitting on his ass still, wondering where Kuma went.
Because he's planning. He's overthrowing the government right now. He's got 8 islands turned against the government for the first time in 800 years. Name another character that's done that. He's making everybody in Mary Joa starve right now. Name another character.
Yeah, but that's not because of him. That's literally not because of him. It's literally because Sabo literally did that. They literally said like, oh, yeah, it is. They literally say in the episode that Sabo is more infamous than Dragon because he literally uprose 8 whole kingdoms. They did say that. Yeah, they did. They actually
They're hyping him on one island. They're hyping him on one island.
But Dragon
one
gave
island,
the orders to
8
Sabo.
islands. What are you talking about?
Dragon gave the orders to Sabo.
No, it was stated that the 8 kingdoms were calling him the Flame
I think
Emperor.
only 7
Exactly.
Flame Emperor, the
Come on
Entei.
Oh yeah, it's only 7 now because one got nuked.
Oh yeah, but at the time. Before Emu went all genocidal.
Nuclear, yes. But again, it's like, listen, why are we so against the win Logia? Like, it makes the most sense.
I know, right? Like, people just don't like it.
I think it's
the
perfect.
easiest one to actually orchestrate. When he does that wind cannon thing in the Goa Kingdom, he's still in base form. He's not transforming in any crazy way. I was like, yeah, like, make it make sense.
It fits Logtown perfectly.
In the anime,
for such a simple power, why haven't they mentioned that he's a wind?
In the anime in Dressrosa, like he picks up Sabo and then he like there's a gust of wind on the ship he drops off with Ivankov.
Yes, that's in the anime too, right? Yeah, that's in the anime too.
Right.
I'm gonna say Logias are pretty boring without awakening. You don't even know what that is.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
oh, dude.
yeah.
What?
They've Logias have gotten mid since hockey.
But I thought
No,
they haven't.
That's not true. That's not true.
I thought the idea of awakening was created in order for Paramecias and Zoan types that they can compete with Logias, because Logias are already, by default.
Logias are naturally the hardest ones to deal with because Logias are the ones that are elemental based, and they have the whole anti-duality thing.
Generally, a Paramecia has to awaken to be able to both become their element and create their element, whereas a Logia can naturally do both right off the bat.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I think
maybe in theory they can do it permanently, like indefinitely, when they awaken their powers.
The only difference is Takakuri, who's a special Paramecia because Oda realized Logias had to be natural substances.
Yeah.
So that's why
he changed that. Yeah. But we don't know the Logia awakening might have other features outside permanent environmental effect. They could do some other shit.
That's what I think. I think Punk Hazard kind of proves the Logia awakening. That's my head.
Oh yeah, I do too. I'm just saying, like, we obviously we see from Luffy in particular, this man has a gazillion things in his Zoan awakening, and we know Kin and Law, they can do a lot of creative stuff with their Paramecia awakening. So the environmental thing is probably going to be the aspect of awakening, but it may not be the only thing they get.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I say so on the Logia awakening? I think it was shown to us. This is just my personal belief through Enel. When he took on that full body like lightning, like how he turned himself into a giant body of lightning, I think that's a form of Logia awakening.
I mean, honestly, I think if you look in the garden, I think the anime spoiled Dragon's Fruit in Logtown way back when. I mean, look at this.
Simple.
They couldn't make it more obvious.
Like, people don't want to admit that it's just a wind Logia because it quote unquote is boring. But the problem
is green. Dragon is green, and we had green wind.
No, it's not that because
why was it green? That was weird.
Oda is literally on a zone high right now.
Yeah, that's why everyone.
He is on Zoan High, but he's also introduced like other fruits too. We've gotten a new Paramecia with the with Karasu.
Shouldn't there be, technically speaking, more Logias than there are mythical zones? So you can't have, because mythical zones are supposed to be rarer than Logias.
Yeah.
Now we're getting more of them. Yeah.
we should maintain form, Oda. You know, we should. You know.
Well, Cole, with the rare thing, the rare thing might actually refer to not the count, but the actual finding of them, because obviously we now have the information that they can be kind of alive and avoid shit. It could be that's what they're referring to as rare, not the count of them. You say it's bullshit, but they say it actually in the story that they avoid stuff. So I mean, you know.
So right now there are 9 mythical Zoans, and then there's 13 Logias. So in order to maintain that idea that the Logias, these zone abilities are rarer than Logias, we can't have that exceeded. There has to be more Logias than mythical zones by default. Which actually, so he's probably win Logia, and also I think this also in a roundabout way gives more credence to the idea that the Gorosei are mythical zones, but they're like demon zones.
Yeah, demon zones.
But there's there's not that many elements though.
As far as we know,
you can make a lot of elements. Yeah, like you can have
was an element.
metal. We haven't seen a metal Logia yet.
Like Karasu is soot. You could definitely make a lot more of the Logia elements than you want to. I think, listen, man, if I'm being honest, I think that the idea of having Dragon be a mythical Zoan, you have to do so much more work for just him being a Logia. And it makes a lot more sense. And it's canonically, it makes more sense too. Now, if Oda says, hey, all these Gorosei, all mythical Zoans, then we're fucked. Unless he introduces like 5 more new Logia, okay, fine, retcon. But until then, I think that Dragon should be a win Logia. I think it makes them not this Amru motherfucker that can do what now again? What was it again?
Jank ass motherfucker.
Possesses supernatural powers.
Yeah, a Digimon basically.
Capable of causing sudden changes to the environment. It was often depicted as a creature that emerged from the depths and was said to be a harbinger of rain, revolutions, and winds of change. Yeah, bro. Nah.
Well, and people bring up the rain, but if you can control the wind, you can easily move clouds around and things like that. So
if
that's
you're
really
wind, you
not.
can control the weather.
Yeah, exactly. So you can move stuff around.
An excuse to show up at Egghead, because essentially, if he can control wind, he could probably make his ship go super fast.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
post the
on
page of that dragon panel and Goa, by the way.
But how does he know that Kuma's going to Egghead Island? Like, is he just? If I see Dragon fly across the entire planet, like he's Go Tanks or something, I'm like, bro.
Yeah. He should. I mean, in theory,
come on, bro.
I hate Dragon, but in theory, he should be able to do that because of the wind.
Well, he does know. He talked to Shaka, so he does know that something's.
Bro, these Dragon boys need to stop, man. What is this?
Dragon, because the problem is that Dragon's not doing anything, bro. Like even in his own flashback, he's not really. He's trash.
Listen, calm down. It's okay. It's 1100. Believe 1100. Believe.
What are you talking about, Zip?
I'm sweating.
1100. He will arrive 1,000 chapters after his introduction. Believe.
Dude,
the 100 chapter hype doesn't always hold true, guys.
Yeah, I know, right?
We do know Dragon is a pacifist. He doesn't like to fight. That's like already confirmed.
Kuma's gonna be Studley. Kuma's gonna be nuts.
That works against you, man. You're calling him a pencil pusher.
If he is a pacifist, I don't want this mother.
He's actually like on top 10. Shit. He's like a Buddhist, but he, when he's got to throw down, he'll throw down.
Nero is not a pacifist. Not even close.
Nero is a violent mother.
Yeah, he literally said, "I enjoy beating people."
Yes,
like,
he's a battle maniac for sure.
Go reread the Vegapunk and Dragon flashback. He literally says, "I'm a pacifist."
I get what you're saying, but the thing is, if you're saying he is a pacifist, and yet that's his excuse for not doing stuff, like then that makes him a shitty commander and an offensive fighter.
I never once said
don't want to see him on
doing stuff. Well, I was answering your question of why he doesn't go out and fight everybody.
I just think it's dumb. Like, if you're a leader of an army, in the flashback, he says he wants to make an army to fight against the world government. To fight against the world government, you're going to need a strong leader, because you could say, like, he wants to parallel the fleet admiral, if you want to go that far. Dude, if a fleet admiral isn't going to fight, that's some trash shit.
The guy who has been sitting down for 600 chapters, he's the fleet admiral.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. That's both bad. They're both terrible.
The top tiers are sitting around for the final war. That's what we know.
See you. Bye-bye.